Didn't you already take
Now
a
you
photo of the
can-
food?
No, I did. Forgot.
Mmm. Wow.
That's a hot sauce too.
How's your trip, buddy? Oh no, eat. Eat first. You must be starving.
Yeah.
It took forever.
I thought you were riding a bike.
I was.
Just at the station.
I had to ride it out
Oh, from Lavo.
from the Everton.
We're thinking about watching a movie tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You into that?
Absolutely. What movie?
Oh, no, she'll say download a couple.
Oh, please. So what is this? Chicken.
It's buffalo wings, but it's not buffalo wings. Some kind of
It's like chicken.
all-American buffalo chicken tenders. That's the
Really?
name.
That's got like a little, like a blue cheese sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, eh?
Yeah? Is that what you do with buffalo wings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's not wings. It's just.
It's really good.
It's
It's
good.
like really good. Well
we
done.
did it. We did it once with wings,
Mm-hmm.
and it got really sloppy because wings is really,
This guy, look at his
really
one called Food Wishes.
oily.
Yeah.
The skin and everything,
It's
so
like-
oily, it's so good. But
How to cook,
It's harder to
how
cook.
to eat chicken wings.
no,
the
actually
drumstick
wings
ones, the
it's
two
easy.
bone ones.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
Because he gets it.
this one gets really
It's
dry
really easy.
because
You pull out one bone and then
there's
you
no
pull out the
skin
other
or
one, and all you have is just this
anything,
meat.
Really?
Like you probably YouTube it, like how to eat a chicken wing. And so actually, I'll put it up.
oh yeah, the YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait until maybe
It's alright.
because that really cool skill to learn.
Yeah.
What movie were we watching, Sean?
Alright, so I'll pull it up.
Is it the Food Wishes guy?
Not gonna lie, this is all I wanted to do all night. This is what I've been looking forward to.
Hey.
Coming home, doing nothing,
And eating.
And
and
eating.
eating.
Oh, I've got to.
That's how we thought. Oh, Anthony's gonna say
Silver Linings. Hitchcock.
Ooh!
Ooh, Hitchcock.
Oh, Hitchcock.
Yeah.
It's just an ad.
Louder. Oh, that's not it.
Nah, that was just an ad. Is this cauliflower? Or just broccoli?
Hello, this is Jeff Down from foodwishes.com with how to eat a chicken wing. And I'm
Oh,
not
this is
talking
the
about
guys-
wings around that part.
Oh, like this guy.
I'm talking about the flat. People
This is
gnaw
how you eat chicken.
around
Wait.
those two bones. It drives me insane. That's not how you eat
Oh no,
a
it's not how
chicken
you do
wing.
them.
You can't get all the meat up. Look at that. Horrible. Alright, here's how
You gotta
do
break it.
Pick up your flat part of the chicken wing and find the end that has the bigger protrusion of bone. See, you can see it better there. That's kind of the skinnier end. There's the bigger end. There's a little piece of cartilage there, Dan. You pull that off. I eat it. And then find the little
I eat it.
bone.
You
There's
pop
two
it
bones.
off.
One's skinny, one's a little fatter.
Wow.
Yeah, you just
Right?
pop it out.
Find the skinny bone, give it a little wiggle, and then
You didn't know this?
No.
and that will
What?
pull right out clean. This only
Is
works
that
out
like
if
American
you
thing,
cook it
maybe?
properly. You cooked enough. Alright, so once you've pulled the small
Boom, then you go to
bone out,
town.
hold the skinny end tight, and grab
He
the
does
bigger
it
bone
too.
there, and just twist that until it releases.
Oh, what? Okay, that's new to
If any
me.
meat comes out with it, just, suck it off the bone. And there you go. A perfectly boned
This is like,
chicken wing flat, 100% meat. There is a tiny bit of cartilage at the end that is very delicious and edible, so I eat it. You can pull it off if you want. You dip it.
So I eat it.
It's fantastic. By the way, these were pastrami chicken wings, a new invention. So you'll see that video soon. That's Russian dressing. Anyway, that's how to eat a chicken wing. If you enjoyed that, go to the site. There's no ingredients. Go there anyway. And the people who eat chicken wings alone, you can
I
double
like
it.
him.
I like him a lot.
You can double dip.
That's freaking. I didn't know you could do both. I've always done one.
Oh.
Well, if you just do one, it'll save you time because you just go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Maybe when you want to serve to some kids or
Yeah, you want to do boneless.
yeah, boneless chicken. Yeah. But you need to cook it perfectly, like it's cooked well, then you can get the bone up.
This guy does some awesome food. I'm gonna try and find something for us to taste buds into. This looks pretty good.
Potato wedges are amazing.
He's the guy that made me learn how to make bread, but for idiots.
Huh? I like them already.
Exactly. Yeah, you could make it.
Really?
Yeah. It is
So easy.
so easy. It's called No Need. So you don't need it at all.
Hello, this is Chef John from FoodWishes.com. We
I like it.
rosemary and honey pull-apart dinner rolls. That's right, when those fancy holiday meals roll around, you can't just put any kind of roll on the table. You have to make something special, and these are kind of special. And if you thought these were too complicated or hard to make, well, think again. These are actually quite simple to make, and here's how you do it. So we're going to start by putting
It's
one
so good.
package of
I
dry
really
active
like
yeast in
He's
the
gonna have
bowl of our
300,000
stand mixer,
subscribers.
and then we're going to pour over a quarter cup of very warm but not too hot water. All right, as you know, if it's too hot, it will kill the yeast. So just give that a stir, and we're just going to let that sit there for about 10-15 minutes, and what will happen is it will start getting foamy and thick, and you know that the yeast is alive, and it's all good in the microorganism hood. Okay? So we're going to set that aside. We're going to go over to the stove, where I'm going to have you over low heat melt some butter in some milk. So put the heat on low, and just let it sit there until the butter almost melts, just like that, and then just turn it off. All right, we just want that tepid, just barely warm. Again, if it's too hot, you're going to kill the yeast. So just set that aside. We're going to go back over to the mixing bowl, and we're going to look to see if the yeast is alive, and mine is. See how it's kind of thick and foamy and bubbly? That means the yeast is living. So to that, we're going to add some honey. It's going to give the rolls a little bit of sweetness. I usually put about a tablespoon. If you want it a little sweeter, you could put 2 tablespoons. We're also going to throw in some salts and some finely minced rosemary. All right, not a ton. Rosemary is very strong. So be careful not to overdo it. And then we're going to dump in our flour, but not all of it. Like 75% of it. And why not all of it? Because I'll explain in a minute. And then finally dump in your warm milk butter mixture. We're going to throw that on the mixer with a dough hook, because we're making dough. We're going to give that a mix, and it's going to be way too sticky to form a dough. But that's good, because what we want to do is just gradually add flour until it just pulls away from the sides. So after that initial mixing, you can see it's super sticky and way too wet. I'm going to dump in flour about a quarter cup at a time. I'll let it turn for a minute, I'll scrape down the side, and I'll keep doing that until this happens. Until the dough has absorbed enough flour where it just barely pulls away from the sides. It's still very soft, it's still very sticky, but there is enough flour in there that this will pull together into a dough ball. Once that happens, you're going to let that knead for about 6 minutes until you have a very elastic and again soft, slightly sticky dough. All right, when you pull it out of the bowl, it should be slightly tacky, but not enough where it's going to stick to your fingers. If it does, add a little more flour in here. But
It
that's
looks like it
right
feels
there.
awesome.
I'm going to douse that with some olive oil, a good amount. I'm going to make sure it's totally coated. We're going to cover that with foil and put it in a warm spot for about an hour and a half to 2 hours until it doubles in size.
Yeah, this
And
is a
you'll
full
know
day
it's
event,
gonna be
isn't
like
it?
twice as big.
It really is.
So that's looking
Cooking
good.
bread.
To me, that was about an hour and 40 minutes. We're going to dump that onto our cutting board. Now you'll notice I don't have any flour down because that dough still has a good amount of oil on it. So it's really not that sticky. If you're scared, you can rub a little bit of olive oil on your board in your hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to form that into a rectangle, but only to help us portion these dinner rolls. If you want, you can just start pulling off pieces and making the balls. But I find it easier to make a rectangle. Then I'll cut it in equal-sized strips. And if I cut each strip into the same number of pieces, I know each of my rolls will be basically the same size. All right, so nothing too complicated. It just helps you portion.
He's so
And of course,
obvious.
this
It's like-
one
it's
has
just
a
for
little note. You
idiots.
can make
It's
these
great.
any size you
You
want.
can make
As
cooking
long as they're the
so
same
easier.
size, so they bake the same.
Yeah.
And then once your dough is portioned, you're simply going to take each piece and form it into a small ball. And how do you want to do this? You want to fold the 4 corners up underneath itself, so you're keeping a nice smooth surface, and you're pulling and pinching that dough towards the bottom, so the seams will be underneath, and the top will be a perfectly smooth sphere. And just as a side note, sometimes when I'm doing this balling, I will also do a little bit of shot calling, but that's only if I have time. All right? Once those are all balled
Doing
up,
what?
We're going to carefully
Little
place
bit of
those
shot
on
calling.
baking sheets.
When I'm balling,
Nice, neat
What?
start
places.
calling, 40
You'll
inch
notice
ribs,
they're
12
almost,
inch
but they're not
Impala,
quite touching.
no.
And this is very critical.
In the
You want them to pull apart
highway.
in fact. Alright, if you put them too far away, you're just going to have little rolls, not the same
Oh,
deal.
that's cute
Alright, you want to call these
rolls.
pull apart rolls, you better have something to pull apart.
I want to be a
So
baller,
the ones
shot
that are very
caller.
close but not quite touching. You can see right
Yeah,
there,
that
that's kind of the perfect distance. Alright, once those are on the pan, we're going to take an egg wash, which in my case was just a beaten egg with about a teaspoon of milk. I'm going to paint that over
Which
the top.
video
It's going to
is
give it
it?
a beautiful color. And then last but not least, we're going to take some coarse sea salt and just sprinkle a few crystals on each roll. Again, we're doing this to up the fancy quotient because
What's
this
that?
is a special occasion roll.
Yeah.
And then once those have the salt, the last step before baking is called the proofing, which means we got to let these rise for about 20-30 minutes. I just put mine in the oven. The oven's off, of course. So I put them in the oven for about a half hour, after which they look like this. So I don't know if they're going to double in size, but they're going to be significantly larger. I'm going to take those out and leave them on top of the stove while we preheat our oven to 375. When the oven's preheated, put those in the center.
Oh, so you let them rise first and then you bake.
Beautiful
Yeah.
That's
brown.
what the yeast
They're
is.
gonna
They call
like
it
this,
proofing.
which I think looks spectacular. You can see
Because-
the wash gave them that gorgeous
Oh,
color.
that looks so good.
That salt really does give them an extra
So
special
good.
look. By the way, if
But
you
it's
want
got
these
these
sesame
cool
seeds or
pans.
poppy seeds, you can put
I
that
know
on
what it
instead of the
is.
salt. And of course, you can
Kinda
serve
warm.
these warm, but don't serve them hot. So I'm going to pull one off here hot so I can burn my finger. But anyway, let me crack this open so you can see the gorgeous inside. Just a very classic white, light dinner roll. I don't have any food to eat these with, so I'm just going to put a little piece of butter on there.
Oh,
Oh yeah, just pure, unadulterated
Awesome.
deliciousness.
That's how we do our rolls at, that's how we do our rolls at work.
That subtle sweetness from
Or at
honey,
the place I
just
used
a
to work
very-
That's how all our rolls look
Doing
like.
like fitness first.
And how many people would really
Yeah,
buy
the
Fitness
this?
first
is
You
best.
buy rolls,
Yeah.
buy a package of frozen rolls.
We used to
Who
eat
cares?
sourdough
It's not the
all
food.
day like
We don't
that.
make these to impress other people. We make these to impress ourselves. And of course other people. Anyway, as you saw, there's really not a lot of work involved in these, so I really hope you give them a try. Head over to foodwishes.com for all the ingredient amounts and more info as usual. And as always, enjoy.
I like this guy.
he's so good.
Yeah. He would be a fun dad.
A fun dad, yeah.
That is hilarious, Gilla, because that never even crossed my mind until you said that. And that's absolutely right, though. He probably would be a fun dad.
I don't know.
You'll be like, that's cute. Let's learn how to cook today.
Madagascar 3. This shit was so funny.
Oh, Madagascar 3. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Made me laugh.
Madagascar.
How about we make...
Oh, the cupcakes all gone? No.
Oh, no.
They were so
Oh,
good.
I'm making more
Are you
this
really?
weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The better one, the small one, the mini one.
No.
Yeah. Because that's just
You better keep
easier
those
to
away from
eat.
me. You better make sure that those don't go anywhere near me.
I will make a lot.
Did you enjoy that?
I did enjoy that. Well done.